Leveling the playing field for Ohio high school sports. The Ohio High School Athletic Association's competitive balance measure is upon us. What is it? Who's affected? What does it mean for you? Thanks for joining us on this special edition of 9 on Your Side. I'm Ken Bruce. Cincinnati area athletic directors have mixed reactions to competitive balance roster data collection. So what is it? 9 on Your Side's John Popovich explains what it means for the coaches, the players, and the schools.
Think about the sports championships that have been decided over the past year. Both the NBA and college basketball title games went down to the final shot. Both the NFL and college football title games went down to one last play. And baseball, it went the distance and beyond before an epic World Series was determined.
Those finishes are the very essence of what we hope to get when we watch sports, the best competing against the best to the very end.
We even enjoyed that closeness on the high school football field this past fall when St. X won a high school championship. It was one of the most remarkable runs we've ever seen. Every game was tightly contested.
But not enough high school games are like that. And in some cases, schools don't feel like they stand a chance. To use sports terminology, they say there isn't a level playing field.
We mentioned that St. X won a state title. So did LaSalle for the third year in a row in Division II. Two Catholic schools from Cincinnati. In fact, when all was said and done in Ohio in 2016, 6 of the 7 football titles were won by private schools.
And that's the point of controversy. Private schools are winning most of the titles, and many smaller public schools are crying foul.
It's nothing new. Since 2000, 106 football titles have been decided in Ohio. 55 have gone private. And consider this, private schools make up only 15% of the total school population, but they've won more than 50% of the titles. Other sports are affected the same way. In boys and girls soccer and in volleyball, more than 60% of the titles have been won by private institutions. The smaller schools say the private schools can draw from larger districts, so they have a distinct advantage. And they've pushed the Ohio High School Athletic Association to change the rules, hoping to eventually change the outcome. That plan for competitive balance will be explained over the next half hour. Why it's needed, who it affects, and what it means to your school and your children.
It's an issue most every state has wrestled with. Some states have gone so far to establish separate state titles, one for the public schools and one for the private schools. That's something Ohio is trying to avoid. John Popovich, 9 on Your Side.